how many times have you been pregnant?
2.
2?
Yes.
Okay. You don't remember your sister being pregnant in 1997? And you were never pregnant in 1997?
Nope. I did it.
You did it?
I did it.
What happened? What's it feel like to kill someone?
Terrible.
This is Carrie Mizuka. 10 minutes separate those two answers. She came in to help detectives with a cold case, a newborn found dead in an Albany park 27 years ago. And she is about to tell them she is the one who killed him. Just after 7 in the morning, on September 7th, 1997, 2 city workers were digging near a flower bed in Albany's Washington Park. One of them found a newborn boy wrapped in a blue pillowcase, the umbilical cord still attached. Beside him was a box of wooden matches. The cloth had been burned. He was full term, 9 pounds 3 ounces, a full head of black hair. He had been born alive less than 12 hours before, and he was healthy. There was no injury and no illness that could explain his death. Albany buried him under a name the city gave him. More than 100 people came. They left flowers, stuffed animals, cards. His marker reads, Moses Washington, citizen of Albany, child of God. He was laid next to another abandoned newborn, a girl left in a box in 1923. Her mother was never found. For 23 years, neither was his. Then, in 2020, Albany detectives reopened the file with a cold case lab at a local college. And in 2022, a private laboratory built a full genetic profile from evidence that had been sitting in storage since 1997. Genetic genealogy took them to one family, then to one branch, then to one woman. She was 52, divorced, 2 grown children, a house in Altamont, a cat, a job she left for at the same time every morning. On the morning of September 6th, 2024, 27 years to the day, detectives brought her in and told her they were collecting DNA samples from a lot of people. She sat down and agreed to help.
No one in the family's talked about losing someone that never got accounted for? Younger, though. Like, young.
No, I mean, my Aunt Connie didn't have kids. My Aunt Bonnie has 2 boys. My Uncle George had 3 kids. Aunt Jean has 1, and Aunt Nancy has 1, and Aunt Jean has 2. No, they're all accounted for that I know of. My grandmother.
Foster wouldn't matter. It's bloodline stuff, you know. What about your actually? Let me ask you this: Wendy. Yeah. Does Wendy have kids?
She has a son.
Okay, Wendy's son. How old's he?
20.
20. And what's his name?
Brett. B-R-E-T-T.
And last name?
Morrison. M-O-R-R-I-S-O-N.
Okay.
And then she had, there was a stepson. Because she had known it was a stepson.
No, this is like straight bloodline related. Like straight bloodline related. Okay. Let me ask you this. Back 96, 97, 1997, right? Anyone, any of them end up being pregnant?
My sister, no. Jessica, no. She's lesbian.
Okay. Well, she's definitely not going to have a baby.
She's not going to have a baby. Ames and David are in Vermont. Ames has no kids. Dave has 3. George thought he was gay, but he has a child. And then Michelle has, I think Michelle has 2 and like 3 or 4 grandkids or something. She's younger than I am. And then Heather has a son.
Okay.
So I think that's.
But at that time, was anybody pregnant and then like no one ever saw the kid or anything?
No.
No?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Not that you're aware of.
Again, I mean, I'm not close to my cousins, but
To the best of your knowledge, do you know if any of your cousins were ever down in the Albany area back in the 90s?
Possibly to go to like cross gates and shopping and stuff like that.
But
I mean,
not
living. No, not that I'm aware of. No.
And when you lived on Main, how'd that go? Because I remember was that your first apartment?
It was.
Okay. Did you have a roommate or
Nope, but it was I didn't have roommates, but it was like a building, and there were 5 apartments in there.
Okay.
So there were people all, upstairs.
That's an adjustment though, because how old were you?
Well, when did I say I came in? 95-ish?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
72, 82, 92, 23.
23? That's a big move. I mean, an hour away all on your own, in an apartment and a job.
I had a bunch of friends here.
Oh, did
that
you?
had moved from Roxbury, and, were...
Okay. So you at least...
and then work, and, I was very big into, we joined a volleyball team at work, and, just very kept active.
Yeah, stuff to do.
Okay. The friends would have all been out of school at that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Were they all just working?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Just...
that phase of life, the first job.
You got pretty much either you stay in Roxbury, or you get, you leave.
What'd you go to school for? Just curious.
Secretarial.
Okay. Well, appropriate. Okay.
How many friends came down from Roxbury, or how many were down here, transplanted?
At that time, there were probably 3 or 4, 5. Didn't hang out with them often, but.
Actually, I didn't even ask you. So you said you have 2 kids, right?
Yes.
Okay. Any other kids?
No.
No? Okay. I know it's kind of a personal question, but it's one of the things I gotta ask. How many times have you been pregnant?
2.
2?
Yes.
That is the answer the entire case turns on. She is 4 minutes into a conversation she thinks is about her cousins. Detectives already know the answer is 3. They have had it since the lab built a genetic profile from evidence that sat in storage for 25 years. They are not asking because they need to know. They are asking so it is on tape.
Very easy, very...
Easy pregnancies?
Mm-hmm.
No issues?
No.
What about after? Because, my wife, she got the postpartum. Did you ever get that?
No.
Really? Good for you.
No.
It was a tough time in the lawyer household.
Was it really?
Oh, my God.
No. I had a good support system.
Okay.
And they were good.
Okay. Very cool.
And I think I babysat for so many people in Roxbury. I was the town babysitter.
Okay.
That I think, when I had my kids, it was easy for me because I'm used to crying, screaming children.
Yeah, kind of prepared you.
That's a hard thing to get used to, trust me.
You're the father of your 2 children, Josh and Hannah.
Yes.
You guys still together, or?
No, we're divorced.
Divorced? Did you meet him in Roxbury or down here?
Nope, here.
Here?
We worked together, yeah.
At Tri-City?
Nope, at Camry.
The Living Resources.
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
So when did you meet him? How long after you came here?
Well, I met him immediately because we worked together.
Yep.
But then we started dating probably 2 years later. He was actually engaged.
Oh, he was engaged.
And then he was engaged, and then they broke up, and then, yeah.
Okay. And when did you guys separate? I'm just curious.
2016.
2016.
Yes.
So you
Don't get me started on that one.
No.
All right. So you meet him. You guys are together for that time. Okay. So part of this is we're going around. We're trying to collect DNA samples from people.
Mm-hmm.
All right, to try and match to the remains and that we're doing. Is that something you'd be able to help us out with?
That's
Give
fine.
us a sample of DNA. Okay. Yeah, we can do that here in a moment.
So the remains were found where? Can you tell me that?
Yeah. So, are you familiar with this area at all?
Within Washington Park? I've seen it during Tulip Festival.
Okay. Have you ever been here?
Just looked. The only time I ever got to Washington Park was Tulip Festival.
Tulip Fest. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So where these flower beds are over here, right by this road,
Mm-hmm.
this is where the remains
Oh.
are found. Yeah. Okay. But I mean, easy
Ooh,
enough.
I'm sorry. I've got goosebumps.
Oh, it's horrible.
He shows her a photograph of the place where the child was found, and she says she has goosebumps. She calls it horrible. She is sympathetic about it. She left him there. She has driven past that park for 27 years. Watch how easily she talks about it. This is what 27 years of not being caught does to a person.
I mean, it's, you know, I'm sure whoever, you know, whatever happened, there's an explanation, because generally there's an explanation to everything that happens, because it happened, right? You know, it's just a matter of figuring it out, you know, and I think eventually we'll do that, you know, but part of that is talking to people and figuring out, you know, we can do so much investigatively, like following DNA trails and stuff, and it is super cool, like the way this stuff works. Like, I swear to you, soon, we're not there yet, but
so how does that work with DNA? Can you like pinpoint?
Yeah,
I don't watch any of those stupid.
No.
Sorry, I don't mean.
No, it's not.
You're insulting my career.
No, they freak me out.
Yeah.
So DNA is pretty cool because, in a sense, everyone's fingerprint is different, right? It's distinct. DNA is like your genetic fingerprint. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And whenever people are created, you get some DNA from mom and some DNA from dad. So as the years progress and the trees branch out, there's parts of those pieces of DNA that go with every person. Just gets a little mixed up, and you know that's where all your traits come from.
I mean, the thing about this, and it's law enforcement's not a special thing. It's like someone figures out a cool thing to do to solve crimes,
right?
Or you know, figure stuff out, because not everything's a crime, but to figure stuff out, and then everyone gets on it. Like Golden State Killer, he was a serial killer, rapist running around California for years, like numerous victims.
Yep.
And then they implored this technology that we're kind of using now, and they were able to link him to all these crimes from like 30 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
game
crazy.
changer. It's actually a huge help, you know. Like, it generally does help us do what we got to do. So the way it works is, you know, we go around, we obtain DNA samples from a bunch of different people, and then we end up zeroing in and figure out who mom and dad are.
Because it's that same kind of thing where like everyone's DNA starts spreading out the branches of the trees.
Right.
But the more samples that we can find and we can keep comparing them, it keeps bringing us in because we find like the traits that are similar between the people.
That's amazing.
It's pretty cool.
It's cool, you know, and it's like I said, this is a baby, if you couldn't tell.
I'm gonna throw up. Like, that's gross.
I know. I mean, here's the thing though, is, you know, we're just trying to figure out what happened to it. You know, the remains, they are what they are. We're honestly trying to just fill in the blanks here. This is a historic event that happened. It is what it is. No one's changing that now. We're just trying to get some answers and figure out exactly what occurred. You know, whoever, you know, the mother and father are, have their reasons for whatever they did. I'm not saying it's right.
Right.
You know, you never know what kind of headspace someone's in. Like, you could look at me and I could appear put together, but I'm a mess in my personal life, you know.
And who knows what's going on in their lives at the time? Like, you know.
Right. No.
As far as turmoil, you know what's happening.
And you know, the other interesting part about this is it's so long ago. It's 27 years ago. Like, no one's the same person they were 27 years ago. No one's the same person they were 27 days ago.
Right.
So that's what we're trying to sort out. But all we can do is ask the questions. And like I said, I appreciate you. So that's the family.
Yeah, I don't think.
At no point you don't remember your sister being pregnant in 1997, and you were never pregnant in 1997. Never miscarried. Never had a pregnancy before. Who's the older, Hannah or Josh?
No, Hannah.
Okay. Never had a child or were pregnant before Hannah.
No.
Okay.
And to no one that you know of as far as cousin-wise that was pregnant or that was in Albany or nothing that you can think of, because I know you said that you weren't really close with them.
No, I mean, no, my two are in Vermont. Jess, not having a child. No.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. And I appreciate you helping us out with the DNA. That's actually a big help. The other part of it is this. I'm not saying I don't believe you by any means, right? But one of the other things we kind of the best way to describe it is we're mixing old school and new school, right? We're doing this new school DNA stuff, but we're also doing the old school in the sense of if people are willing to do it, we're trying to bring it back. Would you be willing to take a polygraph examination for us?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. We're trying to mix those in too. So yeah, let's go get.
Yeah, we'll go get the DNA guy
to do the DNA. It's just a swab, so it's much like a Q-tip. And all you're gonna do, he's gonna have you go over a consent form, just saying, yeah, I consent to give my DNA to the Albany Police Department, and then you'll take it and just rub it on the inside of your cheek.
Okay.
It's super easy. It's just like the ones that they send home, like when people do DNA stuff that they send it into all these different websites. It's like the same exact thing.
Perfect.
So we'll be right back with
Give
that.
me 1 moment here. You sure you don't need coffee or water?
No,
or
I'm
something?
fine. What time is it?
It is 8:12.
Okay.
So you're good.
Can I have my phone back just so I can text him to tell him I'm not going to be in time? I start at 8:30.
Yeah, let me grab it and we'll get it in here with the DNA.
Yeah, and then I'll give it back to you or whatever.
Perfect. Appreciate it. Hang tight 1 sec. All right. That should not take all that long. We're pretty quick about the DNA. All right. Fair enough. I'm sorry. What's Hannah and Josh?
Bless you.
Don't say
It's
that.
coming. Oh, see, now it's stuck. Now it's stuck.
Hannah and Josh what?
What's their dad's name?
Jason Mizuka.
Mizuka. And you said you moved here. It's actually 97 you moved here?
I believe, yes, because I graduated high school in 90, graduated college in 92, worked for the insurance company for 5 years. 3, 4, 5, 6, 90, yes.
Okay.
And I moved in August?
June or July?
August.
Okay.
I'd have to, like I said, I'm so terrible with like dates, times, years.
No,
I'd have
that's
to
all
go back
good.
in here, but yeah.
And that was the first apartment you've ever had?
Yes.
Okay. And even when you went to Delhi, were you living at home?
No, I was living in the dorms.
You're living in the dorms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And when you were working at
Camry?
No, not Camry. The
Insurance company?
insurance
I was
company.
living with my parents.
You're living with your parents, and they were in Roxbury.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And when you started working at the place here in Albany, the
Camry?
Camry.
Yeah, you're never gonna get that one.
I swear to God, I'll get it by the end of this. When you were working at Camry, what was your schedule like there?
8 to 4, 9 to 5.
8 to 4.
Like a regular work
Yeah,
day.
right, and then Fridays in the summer we got out at like 1.
Okay. Okay. So you moved here in, you believe, July or August? June, July, August, somewhere in the summer.
Yeah.
Do you remember what
summer-
season?
Yeah.
Summer.
Summerish, spring, summer.
Summer of 97. And
I'm not trying to be difficult here. I'm
No,
just
no,
like,
it's
20 something
27
years
years
ago. Yeah.
it's 27 years ago. If you don't know, you don't know. That's the truth, right?
Right.
So how long after you got to Albany and started working there did you link up with Jason?
So we started working together probably a year and a half
Okay.
after.
A year and a half
Because,
after.
like I said, he was engaged. You know, we were just friends, and then his engagement broke off, and then
Okay.
Was he working at Camry when you started?
he was.
He
yes.
was?
Yeah.
Okay. And
We were in the same office.
Oh, okay.
prior to him, any boyfriends, anything like that?
In college.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. I did, excuse me. Can I get a water at some point?
Yeah. I'll go.
No,
grab
that's
one
fine.
now.
I did have, do you want me to wait for him to come
No,
back?
no. Go ahead.
I did have 2 boyfriends in college.
Okay.
And then when I came up here, I was, you know, not really dating. You know, we joined, our company had a volleyball team and we would hang out and stuff, but I never really dated anyone up here until I met Jason.
Okay.
And then we started dating.
Okay. Fair enough. I gotta add, so part of the thing is, you know, we're asking people as we're going through. So this is a very newborn baby that gets found.
Mhm.
And we're trying to hash that out as to exactly what happened to it. And we're just getting people's perspective.
Right.
Like, I mean, these remains, they get found in Washington Park. I mean, in your mind, what would cause someone to leave a baby in a place? Anything you could think of?
No. Because they have all those, like, hospitals, safe places.
Yeah, like a safe haven to leave kids.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're trying to wrap our head around.
No idea. No idea.
I mean, so there are some aggravating factors with this as well.
I think especially, like, how?
Right. I mean, that's what we're trying to wrap our heads around and get from people. I mean, this happened, and I think within short order we're going to be able to figure out definitely who mom is,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then we'll work through who dad is, and you know, we got to collect all these DNA samples and go from there. But you know, the thing about this is, so I'm sorry I got to show you this, but I do because it is important. Okay, the baby was actually set on fire.
Up to this point, the detective has been friendly. He has explained DNA. He has told her about the Golden State Killer. He has let her talk about volleyball. Then he puts a photograph on the table. It is the only pressure applied in the entire interview. 2 minutes later, she stops denying it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not only was it abandoned, but...
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we're trying to figure out exactly what happened to this baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because here's the thing, right? Is it could be a couple different things here. We know the baby was alive. We know it breathed, had lung flowing through its airs, was healthy, was crying. And then this happened.
Ugh.
So we're trying to figure out, you know, who did it. Obviously, right?
Right.
Because in your mind, I mean, you see that. What's that scream to you?
It's crazy.
Right. But I mean, as I said, everything's explainable.
Right.
You know, but it's not me. I don't know. Especially when you know we can prove it.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the spot you want to be, or someone wants to be. I should say.
Right.
Right. Like if someone is truly related, or the mother or father of this child, the best thing they could do when we talk to them, and this is just me thinking out loud, is the best thing they could do when we talk to them is be truthful, right? Like, yeah, all right, yeah, this is what happened, but I didn't do that, or so and so did that, you know. But people that lie, that ain't gonna go their way, right? Because everything gets figured out. As I was telling you, like that Golden State guy,
right,
or all this stuff. Look at that, the Giglio Beach guy that killed all those girls.
Right.
They figure it out, you know, because what they do is we end up, you know, we go, we get DNA, we make comparisons, and God helps someone if they lie. Because all you have is your credibility, right? Because 27 years ago, baby Moses gets found here, right? And say you are mom, right? I'm not saying you are, but say you are, right? And we bring you down here, and you say, no, I'm not the mother. I was never pregnant then. What if that's not true? Like, we can figure all that stuff out, right? And then what happens is we go, hey, guess what? We found this baby dead and burned, and the mother said she's not the mother. What's that scream to you? If you're
I did it. I did it.
You did it?
I did it.
What happened?
I got pregnant. I had the baby. I gave birth in my bathtub. Baby died. Didn't know how to get rid of it.
How'd the baby die?
I think I had water in the bathtub. I think it drowned.
You drowned it?
I didn't drown it.
In that bathtub?
Yes.
Inside that apartment? Right there?
Yes.
Why'd you burn the baby?
I didn't burn the baby.
Who did?
I don't know who did.
Who'd you give the baby to?
I had the baby by myself. I went down to the park. I handed it to somebody.
Who'd you hand it to?
I don't know. Some random person.
Carrie, that doesn't exist.
I swear to God.
You did not hand this baby to a random person. That didn't happen.
I didn't know what to do. I set the baby on fire.
Was it screaming?
No, it was dead. It was dead.
So, what'd you put the baby in?
A towel.
A towel? Because the doctor who did the autopsy says your version's bullshit.
I put it in it.
No, what I'm saying is this baby was breathing for minutes. This baby was alive.
I had it in the. I did.
That doesn't lie. This is 27 years ago. Let's clean this up. Let's be done with this here and now. That baby died, not of natural causes.
I didn't kill the baby that I'm aware of. I had it in the bathtub.
It didn't drown. There's no water in the lungs. That didn't happen. It's not of natural causes. There's no trauma, so that leaves one thing. And you know what that one thing is?
Suffocation?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I get it. You're all alone in 1997. You probably moved here because you were pregnant and you were trying to hide it.
I did not. I moved here for a job.
Moved here for a job.
I didn't know I was pregnant until after I moved here.
Okay. Fair enough. And listen, I'm not disagreeing with that. It's probably the truth.
That is the truth.
But we know definitively that this child breathed. We know it was taking breath in its little lungs. Alright? If you freaked out and did this, that's fine. We need to know. Hello?
Yes.
Guess what?
I suffocated the child.
With what?
I put it in a bag.
Put it in a bag? Did you cover his mouth, his nose?
I don't remember. I don't remember that part. I may have. I don't know that I put it in a bag though.
Okay, let's talk about this. Did you hear the baby cry and screaming?
I did not.
You didn't hear the baby cry?
No, I swear. Not that I remember. I do not remember hearing the baby crying.
Listen to the words she chooses. She carried him out of the apartment, her words, like it was groceries, not a body, not her son, groceries. She has just admitted to killing a newborn, and she is describing it the way you describe an errand.
We put him in a bag. And we know he's alive. We definitively know that from the doctor. You know?
Because an autopsy was completed on the baby, and that's how we know the baby didn't drown.
So that's what we need to figure out. And we honestly want to know because there's, the one thing I've consistently said about this whole thing is I have more questions than I have answers. And I hate being in that spot, So we're trying to figure that out, and we need to flush that out so we can all move forward. This is a long, long time ago. You know what I mean? So you have the baby in the tub. It doesn't drown.
No.
Okay.
I did have it in the tub. I don't remember covering its mouth and nose. Did I? Maybe. I do remember putting it in a bag. I don't remember hearing it cry.
What kind of bag?
I think like a Walmart type.
Like a plastic bag?
Like a plastic bag.
Okay. And then, how'd you get down to Washington Park?
Drove.
You drove. And you're by yourself?
Yeah. 1,000%.
What kind of car did you have back then?
I think I had a Honda Civic.
What color was it?
Green and blue?
Green and blue?
I think it was like a greenish, bluish color.
Gotcha.
So
I think that was the car that I had at that point.
So you put the baby in a bag. Did you have a name picked out?
No.
When did you figure out you were pregnant? I'm just curious.
I moved to Albany, and then it was probably like a month later. I didn't, you know, I was living at home with my parents, and
Yeah.
Did you ever go see a doctor about being pregnant?
No.
So nobody knew?
No.
It was just, you found out and kind of kept it to yourself?
And like I said, I gave birth in the bathtub.
Yeah. And then you go to Washington Park. At any point, did you see any, when you're on your way down there, did you see any police stations? Did you see any hospitals? Did you see any?
No, no.
Right.
They just.
You just want to get rid of the baby. How did you figure out to set it on fire?
I don't know. I don't.
Do you remember if you used matches or a lighter?
I think matches. I don't think I had a lighter.
Matches.
I think. Why? I don't.
So I got to ask you the natural thing, because based on the way the baby's found, did you hear scream cries as the baby was burning?
No, I think the baby was dead at that point.
At what point, before or after you leave your house, did the baby die?
I think before.
Before. Like how long after? Because, you know, I've had kids. I've been in the delivery room when my wife's had kids. I want you to think back to Hannah and Josh. And were those natural births,
Yes.
or were those C-sections?
No, those are natural.
Natural. So I want you to think back to that. Like, you remember how after you had Hannah or Josh, how you hear that first cry?
Right. Yeah. No. Yes. I do. I was older.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. You're a kid. You're 20, what, 4, 5 when this happened?
At 97.
Yeah.
I was born in 72.
Yeah.
82, 92, 2002. When was it? 97.
97.
Yeah. So,
25.
I mean, yeah, you're a kid at that point. Well, I say that now, older, but you know, when you heard that with Hannah, when you heard that with Josh, I want you to think back with this, because it's not. I didn't hear it. You'd remember it. I mean,
I don't remember. I don't remember the crying.
You know,
I don't remember it. No.
do you remember the baby looking at you?
No. No, I think I was just so, like I said, gave birth in the bathtub, was dealing with myself. I don't think I really, I don't have, I don't remember it crying. I don't remember.
Did you remember it moving?
No, not, no, I mean, it was, I think I was just trying to take care of myself, you know.
Yeah. How did you sever the umbilical cord?
Scissors.
Scissors. Okay. I mean, here's the thing. We know from what the doctor told us, right, that this baby was taking breaths, was alive, right? So what we need to sort out now, between us three in this room, so we can all be done with it and move on, is how exactly this baby died, right? I mean, here's the thing.
I must have suffocated it. I mean,
It's
that's all I can. My recollection, like I blocked it.
Let's do this. I want you to take a deep breath, and we're going to go in a time warp to 1997. September 1997. Was it night or early morning when you had the baby?
I think it was evening.
Evening. So 27 years ago today, actually. September 6th of 1997. That means that baby was born.
Wow.
That's what I mean. It's been a long time. Let's sort this out, the three of us, and get past it together. And then we're done with it. But people need answers. Yourself included, too.
Right.
This is solid self-reflection on what occurred. And you're not that person anymore, I can tell.
No.
I can tell you're not that person anymore. You grew up, you had 2 kids, you lived the American dream. You got a nice little piece of land on Ostrander Road, nice little yellow house, you drive a nice car, you have a good thing. Okay? So let's be this the last time we go through this. And let's be honest, we'll do it together, and then we'll all move on together. So, 27 years ago, on today's date, in the evening hours.
I believe it was evening.
Yep. We believe it was evening. How long were you in labor?
I don't know because it was my first child. I was young, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just know that I was having pains and I got in the bathtub to kind of like, because I read online, whatever.
Yeah. But you knew you were pregnant, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Were you showing?
I don't believe really, no. Nobody ever questioned me.
Really? Some people carry it, some people...
Even with my other two though, I wasn't.
Yeah.
But.
Okay. And how long do you think you were in the bathtub?
45 minutes, an hour, maybe?
And prior to this, had you gone and seen a doctor, an OB, anything?
No.
No? Okay. So you carry this baby.
The only reason I knew I was pregnant is because I didn't get my period.
Right. When did you notice you didn't get your period?
I think when I moved up here. I was living with my parents. I was young. I was stupid. I didn't really pay attention.
Yeah.
But I've always been off and had issues and stuff, so it was not anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah. No, that happens. Sometimes it goes a little long.
Yeah,
it's not a science,
right.
Okay. So then you start getting cramps, and you've done some research on your own online. Told you to get in the bathtub.
Mm-hmm.
So you get in the bathtub, and then what happens?
I just kind of sat there, and then I just felt like pressure. And then I just felt the baby coming out.
Yeah. Because here's the thing of this, is, do you remember cleaning the baby off at all?
I don't remember cleaning the baby off.
Because babies that just come out, you've seen,
yeah,
they don't look like that. So this baby was cared for somewhat.
I think I blocked it out. I don't remember cleaning the baby off. I don't.
Well, we need to unblock it so we can figure this out.
I gave birth in the bathtub. I may have, with towels, because I was in the water anyway.
Yeah.
But then I remember putting the baby outside the tub, because I was trying to figure out the umbilical cord.
Was that slippery with them moving around and stuff? Did you have to get a good grip?
I'm assuming I would have to have, yeah.
Because they're little arms, though. You know what I mean? And
I don't even know if it was a boy or a girl.
It was a boy. It was a boy. First son was a boy. And then you clean yourself up. Do you have to carry the baby out to get the scissors?
No, I had the scissors with me.
So you knew this was going to happen, you wanted to be prepared. Okay. And then you cut the umbilical cord. Were you still in the tub when you cut it?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I stayed in the tub because I didn't know what was going to happen with the umbilical cord.
I got you. All right. Well, now we got to talk about the part where the baby stops breathing. And we got to do an honest account of that with each other. Not I think, because this is something you don't forget. You probably haven't thought about it in a long time, but it's definitely something you don't forget.
I put my hands over its mouth and nose.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
And then you press down?
Yeah. I think.
No, not I think. It's either you did or didn't. And I'm not pressuring you to say something, but I need a definitive answer here.
Yes.
Yes, what?
I pressed down.
Did the baby stop crying when you did that?
Again, I don't remember the baby crying, but it must have. I don't remember the baby crying.
I want you to think back to 1997 when you had your hand over your mouth and nose. Did you feel those little breaths hitting your hand?
Yes.
How long until it stopped?
minutes. I don't know.
You held your hand on the baby for 10 minutes?
I don't. Timing, I don't know.
Why?
Why did I do it?
Yeah.
I think I just had no clue what I think I was just in shock.
You're in shock. Had you met Jason yet at that point?
We were working together.
Did you like him at that point?
No, he was engaged. We were just co-workers.
So this is something you were young and you were scared?
Yeah, he doesn't even know about this.
Have you ever told anyone?
No.
Never
Nobody.
told anyone?
Well, never told anybody?
No.
Like mom, dad,
Nobody.
sister, nobody?
Nobody.
Just kept it inside the whole time?
Yeah.
Now, I gotta ask you this, because it's been a long time. After 27 years, how have you never told anyone?
I'm ashamed. I'm embarrassed. I blocked it out of my memory. I didn't even know today was the date. Like, I just, wiped it.
What's it feel like to kill someone?
Terrible. Terrible.
He asks her what it feels like to kill someone, and she answers in one word. Then he asks when the shame started, and she says immediately. Immediately. And then 27 years of nothing. No confession, no note, no diary. She told one person in her life about this, and that person was a detective who came looking for her.
Like, walk me through your emotions. I always ask everyone that's killed someone, and you're not the first person.
Shame, embarrassment, hatred of myself.
When did that kick in?
Immediately.
After you did it?
Mm-hmm.
So after you pressed on that baby's face, and you recall pushing on his face,
I do now, yes.
and you felt those little breaths hitting your hand, and then you felt them stop. How long after that did you take this baby down to Washington Park?
An hour or two.
An hour or two. And that's a towel, you said?
I believe it was a towel. A blanket, a towel.
And you
Was it a towel?
Kind of looks like a pillowcase.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a pillowcase.
Could be a towel. I don't know. Pillowcase, towel, some sort of cloth object. Did you wrap it in that?
Yes.
But the baby was definitely dead before you set it on fire, right?
Yes. 1,000% it was dead before I left the apartment.
You killed it?
I believe it was dead before I left the apartment. I can't say 100% sure because I didn't, feel pulse or anything. I didn't.
If you had, let me ask you this, if you had not done what you did, would that baby still be alive today?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Anything we didn't ask you that you think's important?
No.
Do you remember what day of the week it was that this happened?
I have no idea.
Not sure.
No,
Did you go to work after?
It might have been a weekend. No, I didn't go to work after, so. No, it was evening.
Evening?
So I wouldn't have gone to work.
Why Washington Park?
That's a good question. I think I just was new to the area and didn't know and just.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
I figured it was such a crazy location that anybody.
Do you remember seeing all of the stuff on the news about it?
I do not.
No,
I didn't watch the
Didn't
news
watch.
after. No.
A lot of people actually showed up to that funeral. A lot of people. Thank you. A lot of people, for a lot of years,
We're wondering.
wanted to know. Not even for someone to be in trouble. No, people don't care. People want to
I
know.
blocked it out. I just, I just, even today, I just, like, it.
If you could say anything to that baby right now, what would it be?
I love you and I'm sorry.
If he asked you, why'd you do this to me?
I was young, stupid, and
It's if I could show you the panorama one, went all the way around.
Did you ever go back to the park? No, never.
yeah, I mean, I've gone for like the Tulip Fest or something like that. But
Events,
no,
but not.
No,
Did you ever go, when you went for Tulip Fest, did you ever go to this area?
no. I mean, just walking around with friends or whatever, but I just, like I said, I blocked it out.
Yeah. But after reopening that today here with us, I want to make sure that I have this correct, and I'm not misstating anything. And this is your account as you recall it. You moved here in the summer of 1997. You began working at Camry.
Yes.
Told you I'd remember it. Okay. You start working at Camry. You meet Jason at that time. You guys don't become romantically involved until about a year and a half later.
Yeah.
You knew you were pregnant. You didn't go seek care for it. You didn't really show that much. You did research online. So in the evening hours, we know of September, right, from what we're talking about, but as you recall it, the evening hours you started feeling cramping, and you believed that was you about to give birth.
Mm-hmm.
You got a pair of scissors. You went into the bathtub where you ran warm water, I would assume?
Yeah.
Where you ran warm water, and then you delivered the baby. You pulled the baby out. You cut the umbilical cord. Cut it with your right hand or your left hand?
I'm right-handed, right hand.
Right-handed, okay. You recall baby moving around. You don't recall if it was crying, but you know it was alive because it was moving. You put the baby down.
Okay.
You cut the umbilical cord. You take care of yourself. And then you placed your hand over the baby's nose and mouth and applied pressure until the baby stopped moving. Did you know you were going to kill it when you were doing that?
Yes. I think yes.
So you
I
knew what you were doing, but you did it, correct?
Right. I knew what I was doing. I was young. I was stupid. I didn't, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you intentionally kill this baby. Then, after about an hour, you go to Washington Park and set the baby on fire. And if that baby were alive today, you would say, I love you and I'm sorry.
Yeah. Now that I'm older, wiser, have kids, and yeah.
Yeah. You're not...
You're young, stupid, and...
Yeah. It's a long time ago, Carrie.
A long time ago.
Carrie, do you know who the father is?
Where's he live?
I have no idea.
How'd you link up with him?
We were in Roxbury together.
Him, Roxbury?
He's old, much older than I. Well, not much older, but he's older than I am. And,
like how much older?
5 years. I think he's married now, and I don't know if he has kids.
And that was a consensual thing you guys had done together? That wasn't...
It was consensual, yes. He has no idea. He didn't even know I was pregnant.
Okay. But I'm saying you weren't raped or anything like that?
No.
So you were just young and freaked out and killed this kid?
No, stupid. Yep.
Is who you believe the father was?
Yes.
And he's from Roxbury?
Yes.
Do you ever remember any romantic involvement with anyone? Were you like dating at the time?
We were.
So it was kind of okay.
Yeah.
So that's why you're pretty confident that that's...
I know. I 100% know it was him. He was the only one I was sexually active with
at that time. Okay.
Gotcha.
I don't know any Slater.
No. Again, with the DNA thing, like, and they try to figure out stuff and the ways that it points. Or he's my ass.
Yeah, no. Don't.
Okay. I think that's a lot. I think we just talked about a whole lot. I gotta ask you this. Are you presently thinking about harming yourself?
No.
Okay.
No.
You give me your word?
Yes.
Okay.
Swear. Yeah, no,
I don't care what anyone has done. Like
I'm in a relationship. I'm happy. My kids.
Yeah.
So now what? Now.
I mean, we got to figure out what's what now. I mean, I want to honestly just take a second, process everything we just talked about, because and I'm sure you do too.
Right. I mean, am I in trouble? Am I going to be arrested? Am I?
I mean, I can't definitively say that. I honestly don't know. Like, you know, it's so long ago and there's so many variables. I'm more mainly concerned with, like, I don't care if people get arrested or not, as like just me as a cop. I never care about that. That's why I love investigations, because
right.
All I want to do is just figure out what happened.
Right.
Like, if you didn't kill this kid, great. If you did,
yes.
Don't do that.
No.
You know. I mean, we got to figure it out. Give me a minute to process everything we just said here, because it is a lot. I honestly don't know, Carrie. You know, what do you think should happen out of this?
Personally, if it was years ago, I think I should be in trouble. It's 27 years later. I've got my life back in order. I don't know.
Right.
I mean, I did it.
Did what?
I killed a child. I killed a baby.
Yeah,
I mean, I
would you say you murdered it?
I would have to say that's what I did.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time. So give me a minute here. Are you good with the water? You need anything else? Something to eat or? Okay.
No.
Give Bob and I here a moment. All right, Karen. So Bob and I were just talking about everything, and we just had some follow-up stuff that we wanted to flush out with you. So you said you didn't show at all?
I mean,
like it's summer, you know?
But even with my other two, I didn't really. I mean, I did a little, but not. I don't like. Nobody noticed. Nobody asked me if I was pregnant. Nobody said anything to me. Nobody.
Because I mean, we're working off timelines. Like, when did you realize you're pregnant before or after you moved to Albany?
After.
After.
I think, like I said, I was young. I was stupid. I didn't. You know what I mean? Like.
Because
I don't think that I. Maybe I was in denial.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like. My mom never asked me. I don't.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Just hear me out here for a second, right? Because based on the timeline, the earliest you could have moved here was June, right?
I was sitting here trying to remember when I moved here.
Yeah.
I don't know when I started my job. Like in.
Gotcha.
May. I mean, I don't. I really truly do not know 27 years ago when I moved to Albany.
So, by all accounts, even if you came here in May, if the baby's born in September, that means you were what? At least 4 months pregnant when you moved here?
Most likely, yes.
Right. So, and I mean, here's the thing with periods. You get them usually you get them every month.
I didn't. I've had issues since I got it at 12.
Okay. Because here's where my head's at, right? And this is a logical question. And if it's the truth, it's the truth. It really doesn't matter, right? Like, we could sit here and you could tell me, yes, I killed that baby. I don't care. If you told me, if it was someone saying they sexually assaulted a child, that would probably upset me more, right? This isn't that, okay? But I'm also applying common sense to what you're saying, right? And once again, I don't give a shit what happened. I really don't care. But my job is to hammer down what the truth is. His too.
I mean, was I shown? I don't, like I said.
Well, you might not have showed, right? That could very well be, all right? But my point of this is, you don't get your period for 4 months.
I should have questioned it at that time. But like I said, I got my period when I was 12, and I've never been. Actually,
this kind of makes sense. So, growing up, what was the family life like?
It was great.
Great?
Yeah.
All American? Because I know a small town, 100%.
My dad was a corrections officer. My mom worked in the school. You know, it was great.
Religious?
No, not very.
Okay. What about, like, what would your parents have said if they found out you got pregnant at that time?
They would have supported me. They would have done anything they could have to help me.
Okay. And the guy that got you pregnant, what was his name again? What was his situation at the time? Were you guys dating, or?
Yes, sort of. Like, we weren't, like, there was no one else. You know what I mean? I mean, we were in a small town. We were dating. I guess you could call it dating. Like, we weren't together all the time.
Did you guys ever talk about, like, getting married or anything? No, just casual, fun thing.
Yeah.
Because where I sit with this is, well after you don't get your period, at the earliest 4 months, at the latest 6 months into being pregnant, when you would ideally start showing, you leave Roxbury and come to Albany, right?
That was in the works prior.
Okay.
Like, I had been looking. I had applied in Cooperstown. I had applied at jobs all over the place.
Right.
Because I mean, Roxbury, it was not for me. There's, I don't, you know, and that's why I'm looking at you. I mean,
Yeah.
It's small town. I was like, I had to get out. So it wasn't a.
Trust me, if I still lived in Ashland, I'd be doing site work. You know, driving a dump
right.
truck.
It wasn't because I was pregnant that I was getting out. I was getting out because I didn't want to be there anymore. Like, I had been looking, like I said, I applied in Cooperstown. I applied all over the place for jobs.
Yeah.
And I was coming up here for different interviews, and I happened to get the job up here.
So you had this job here when you came here. You weren't.
Yeah,
You
yes,
had
I
prior
had-
to.
I- right.
That was the whole move, was to come back.
Correct. Right. Like I said, I had applied at like Bassett Hospital and different. I was just trying to get out of Roxbury.
I got you.
I didn't want to be small town anymore.
So, how long before this thing happens do you start researching, like, because you said you looked up on the internet what to do with the umbilical?
Once I realized I was pregnant,
And how
you know,
long
that-
do you think that was before?
probably like a month.
A month? Okay. So, you know, I know you said you freaked out, right? But we gotta, I hate to do this to you and I'm sorry, but we gotta go back in time. We gotta do it again, all right? We have to go back to the sights, the sounds, the smells, the feel of what happened in that apartment on Western Avenue in 1997. You start getting the cramps, you get the scissors, you go in the bathroom. Describe to me what you're thinking, what you're hearing, what you're smelling, what you're seeing. If you gotta close your eyes to do it, because that helps some people too. And I'm sorry, it's a long time ago, but let's close this book. Okay? So take a second, but let's go back there.
I mean, I was home. I felt the cramping, and I just, at that point, I knew I was in labor.
Yeah.
So I had, read that if you put warm water in the bathtub, it helps with the cramping. Honestly, I was panicked. Didn't really know what to do. Got in the bathtub and just, kept like massaging my stomach, and then I eventually, it was probably like an hour and a half, gave birth.
What were you thinking about at the time? You're thinking about, fuck, my life's about to change?
I was thinking about, what do I do? What how nobody knows. I'm by myself. What do I do?
Right.
I think at that point I really didn't know. I think, and then I gave birth and the baby's in front of me, and it was, oh shit. And I put the baby on the floor because I didn't know what to do. Like, I was afraid I was going to die. Because
Really?
I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
Or how to handle, and then I cut the umbilical cord, praying that it was where it needed to be cut. Stayed in the bathtub, and then I remember like getting out and feeling like I was going to pass out.
I mean, that's gotta be, fuck me, that's a lot, right?
Yeah, and then
You're sitting in that bathtub, the warm water, you just given birth, you're sitting there trying to figure out what to do. You got this new
blood everywhere.
There was blood. You got this newborn crying next to you, moving around, and you're all by yourself.
And I think I just, stupid, young, didn't know what the hell, and I just.
Did you? Well, actually, that kind of makes sense. Were you worried the neighbors would hear it? Let's go back to that time.
Yeah, but I do not recall the baby crying,
Okay.
but I do remember, like, just,
If you did, you did.
yeah,
You know.
like I said, I don't remember any crying, but I do remember, and I don't know,
But you do remember it breathing, correct?
and I do remember.
Okay. Did you think about, like, before you did it, how, like, if you kept the baby, how it would change your life?
I knew I wasn't going to keep it, but after I did it, then my mind, there was like on the corner there was like a child St. Catherine's or some center there, and you know, as soon as I did it, it was like, oh my God, I should have, you know.
Oh,
it
after
just, right, you know, it's, I don't know, it's like you do it and then it's like, oh shit, I should have.
So you felt regret right after you did it?
Absolutely.
But at that time when you did it, like, I mean, no, you said it yourself, no one knew.
No,
like,
nobody. No, I didn't tell anybody. Not one person knew.
And that'd be like a shock to your parents, right? Like, hey, Mom, Dad, I just had a baby.
Yeah.
You know?
They would have been supportive.
Right.
I mean, that's our relationship. I just.
I mean, I gotta ask you, would it have brought shame, perhaps?
Maybe a little bit, but.
Or is it just like, I mean,
more to me, probably. I mean,
yeah.
like, you know. I
mean, you're 25 years old, you're just starting your life. Are you thinking about that? Like, shit, my life's gonna be totally different if I had this kid.
I don't, honestly, I think I was in denial the whole time. I think I was just in, you know, young, stupid denial. I mean, you're 97 and you're starting your life, and I you know.
And then, so after you press on the baby, you feel it stop breathing. The bag, was it paper or plastic?
I think it was plastic.
Because there's no plastic burned on that baby.
I think I took it out.
You took it out?
Yeah.
So walk me through that. How do you get it from the apartment to your car?
I had the plastic bag. I like put it in the bag, in the towel, and put it in my car. Like carried it out like it was groceries.
You carried it out like it was groceries?
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like you thought, I mean, taking it out like it's trash, you know?
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go out to the car with it like it's groceries.
Take it to the park.
You see St. Catherine's right around the corner?
I didn't go that way.
Okay. You saw that after? Like how long after?
Like when I was coming home.
When you were coming home? And you said, shit, I should just... And you're within eyesight of a police station there, aren't you?
I think it was around, like, down the corner.
Yeah, right up the street. So then you drive, and did you have in your mind, like, I'm going to go to Washington Park, or were you just...
I think I was just driving. I was just driving. I didn't know what I was doing.
And where was the bag of groceries that you brought out at that time?
In the back seat.
In the back seat?
Yeah. Behind
you, or behind the other side?
Behind me.
Okay. And then you're just driving around, you got to Washington Park, and did you...
I don't even know where the matches came from. I think I had them in my car.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I didn't, like, grab them and take them with me. They were in my
Yeah, at what point did you decide that's the burning was what you were going to do?
I started to walk away, and then I was afraid that there might be evidence on the towel. So it wasn't the baby, it was...
You were trying to get rid of the towel.
The towel. Or the, whatever, blanket, towel, whatever.
Why not just take the towel?
Stupid, young, not thinking, not...
Because him and I have talked about this a lot. Like, I've really tried to get in your headspace from that time. Because I pride myself on being a pretty decent person.
I just don't think at that point, and I was physically ill too. I was kept passing out.
Yeah.
Because I had no medical attention. I had just had a baby, and I think I just...
But I mean, you at the time, you're alert, you know what's going on, correct? So you set the towel...
Again, with the towel, I wiped the baby off again, and then I think I was afraid my fingerprints or whatever would be on the towel. So I wasn't setting the baby on fire, I was setting the towel on fire, not at that time thinking that
Why not just take the towel off and set it on fire? Or take it with you?
That.
Yeah.
Not...
Because those matches
not in the right headset, not in the right frame of mind, not...
Fair enough. Because we have those matches. They look like the bigger matches you keep in your kitchen, not like the book of matches you get at the store, right?
Yeah, but we always would do like bonfires and stuff too.
Okay.
So I
So when you
mean,
say
I might not even have a box of those in my car now. You know, not like just
Old school. Small
These-
town old school, gotcha.
so when you were saying that you were
Town old school, gotcha.
so when you were saying that you were not feeling well, passing out, you were able to make it to and from your car without help, like you were
Yeah,
good?
no, there was
no
nobody.
one around.
Nobody knew. Nobody to this day. I'm the only person.
When you were in the park, did you see anybody around?
There were people.
But nobody noticed or didn't really know what was going on.
No.
And that was at nighttime?
Later evening.
Later evening? Before midnight, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So how far from your car did you go with the baby? Like, did you park right on the road and just jump right out, or?
I parked. I don't know where I parked. I don't know my way around Washington
Yep.
Park.
Yeah.
I just parked somewhere and then just walked.
When was the last time you thought about this?
Years ago. I've completely like
You put up a wall?
put up a wall and blocked it out of my memory. Like it's one of those things that I was so ashamed of.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've completely blocked it out.
People can do that. You know?
And I think it's because, embarrassment and shame, hate myself at that time for it. And then, I have a life, I have 2 great kids, and it's just stupid.
So I guess I got two other things. Have you ever did you keep any trinkets of the baby,
No.
anything like that?
No, I mean, it was so fast.
Any photos of you from that time you still have?
No,
No?
Ever like write a diary or like a journal about it?
no, no. I have nothing. Like I said, it was, nobody knew, not one person knew anything from the time I got pregnant till what happened, and to this day.
So the other part of this is, right, because you're not the first person to do something like this. It happens a lot more than you think, right? And in preparation for this, I've done a lot of research, and one of the things, actually, it's going to sound crazy, but I'm going to ask you. So we now have a sample of your DNA, right? We had a search warrant for it as well, just so you're aware. If we insert that into, now you said you don't watch true crime stuff, you don't watch any podcasts, so I'm going to educate you a little bit here. There's a system called CODIS, right? So a lot of times there will be crimes or remains found, right? And we can't identify the person. And what we'll do is put their DNA in CODIS. And eventually, we'll get a hit as soon as their DNA hits the system. Like, you've never been arrested,
Never.
you've never given a sample of DNA or anything, right? So my question to you is this. If I put your DNA into CODIS, which I can do, right? We can do that. Is that going to hit to any other human remains that have been found anywhere and it's anywhere in the country?
No.
Are you positive?
Positive.
This is the only time.
Yes.
You're sure? Because now is the time to get ahead of it.
Positive. Never.
Okay. And
I'm
honestly,
a cut and dry, clean, rule following
yeah.
person.
Monday to Friday you work, you leave the house at 7:19 to 7:46. The afternoon you get home 4:46 to 5:29 at night. On the weekends you go away with Brian sometimes, I'm sure spend the night at his house. Now that Josh is back at Sienna, you got an empty nest, it's just you and the cat, right? Yeah. So yeah, no, by all accounts you live a cookie cutter life. But unfortunately what we want to talk about was 27 years ago. But while we're speaking, obviously I have to, 1, advise you what can happen. It'd be messed up if I did, right? 2 is offer you the opportunity, because believe you me, other people, that's happened. Long time ago. You're a different person.
Yeah.
It's a lifetime ago. Right? But we all deserve the answers. Even yourself. Like the reflection on who you were at that time, right? And
25-year-old girl who made a mistake and didn't know how to handle it and was embarrassed and didn't ask for any help.
Yeah, I mean, I also see it too as, you know, and correct me if I'm wrong, but seeing how having this newborn is going to mess up what you have going on. Is that fair?
It's fair. It's fair. And I mean, ashamed embarrassment. Like I said, I was a town babysitter. I love kids, and I don't, to this day, don't know how I did that.
Yeah.
I think you just, you freak out and
I mean,
it's
yeah.
You know,
No.
you look at my phone now. Even it's my friends. Like I don't know. I don't have an answer. I don't know.
It happens. It's sometimes things get away from people. Because I guarantee if that happened to you now, it wouldn't play the same way.
No, even my kids. Anything happened with my kids now. If they had, my daughter's not in a relationship. My son is. He's been with this girl for a couple of years, and I say to them all the time, "Come to me." I just, I don't know, and I think that's why I blocked it out.
I mean, were you aware at that time you could bring the child to a hospital? You could bring
yes, but like I said, I think heat of the moment, you just I honestly don't have an answer. I think I just panicked and,
You don't have to explain anything.
No,
to me,
I'm trying to myself too.
All right, Carrie. Well, one of the last things we got to do, police work's all about documentation, right? So we got to go through, get your formal statement about what happened here, everything we just talked about, in some substance just boiled down, and lock that down so we can do our jobs here. And then we'll take a second, figure out where we're at, and see if you're getting out of here, you're staying, whatever's going to happen, right? So we got to do that real quick, okay? So 9:06:24. Time is 9:31. Keri, right?
Yes.
Mazzucca.
Mm-hmm.
Date of birth.
4772.
And the address is, I got it right here.
6234 Ostrander Road.
6234 Ostrander Road. And it's Altamont, right?
It is.
That's weird. I hate when they do that because it's so confusing. Like for us on stuff, like is it a hamlet? Is it a town? They should make this easier.
I have an issue with a tree, and the town's telling me it's county, county's telling me it's state. You got the
because of the
roads.
146 and Ostrander, and it always seems like it's a fight with jurisdictions to do things.
The trees are expensive.
Yeah.
Getting those removed. I'm just getting National Grid to do that.
I was hoping the town would do it, but they're telling me it's county.
So you gotta try and get the county to take care of it.
Well, just tell them that the town's in the county. There you go. All right, my birthday is 4772. Now, Carrie, my mother's gonna be mad at me for this, but I have to ask you how old you are here, because I'm not good at math. 52 years old. I am speaking with detectives, lawyer, and about a baby. Now, I gotta warn you, we have to do this. Some things might not sound flattering, right? But it's the truth, and these are, we have to tell the truth in these. So it's not to offend you, it's not to belittle you or anything like that. We're just writing the truth of what happened here. Okay? So, if you want to just run me through it, like when you moved to Albany, just don't go too fast because I'm pretty slow at writing.
Okay.
So let's do this here.
Oh, so I moved to Albany.
Your words, not mine,
okay.
yours.
I moved to Albany, I don't know the month, in 1997.
Okay, I moved to Albany in 1997. I don't know the month, though. Is that correct?
I don't.
And I'm not sure what month. Okay.
Do you have 1997?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Then let's go here. Whatever you, just recalling the event,
Okay. Do I have to start with, I don't even know what date you said it was September 7th?
No, as you remember it. Sometime, whenever you remember. If you don't remember the date, you don't remember.
Okay.
That's one of those things like I was saying. It's the truth as you remember it, So, your words here. This is...
All right. Sometime after moving,
Okay.
I gave birth in my bathtub.
Okay.
After giving birth, I placed my hands.
Hands.
I don't know if it was one or two.
Okay, just as if you, here's the thing. I don't want you to say something you're not sure of, right? So best.
And
Okay. Place my hand
over the baby, nose and mouth.
Okay.
I put baby on floor.
Put the baby on the floor.
Cut my umbilical cord.
You're gonna have to help me with umbilical.
Yeah, I think it's UMBILLICAL.
I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds about right. That would be my guess.
Umbilical cord. Thank you. I'm a horrible speller. Okay, I cut my umbilical cord.
I got myself cleaned up and dressed.
Okay.
Put the baby in a bag with a towel. I don't know if I'm missing things I need to say here.
If there are, so at the end of this, if there's anything that we had talked about before, I'll probably do a question and answer format with it, just because it's a lot on you.
Okay.
I try and make it as easy as I can for people, so we'll take care of that. Just
Okay.
These are your words.
I carried bag to my car.
Hmm.
I got in and drove.
got in my car and drove.
I ended up at Washington Park.
Okay.
I took baby.
I'll add in a the there. How about that? I took the baby. Does that work? I took the baby. Okay.
And I
Just whatever you did.
and dropped. I put down.
And put it down. Okay.
I set towel on fire.
I set the towel on fire. Okay.
And left.
And left and went.
And left the park and went home.
Anything else?
I
All right.
no.
No, that's fine. So here, I'm going to do that question answer format I was talking about with you. Do you want me to list Miss or Mrs. Mizuka? Miss.
Please.
My sister did that too. She kept her married name. Is it for the kids? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
They have nothing to do with their father really, so they want me to keep the name.
That's good you guys talked about it. Not a lot of parents do that actually. Seek the input from their kids. It's just kind of, I'm doing what I'm doing. Alright, so when you placed your hand over the mouth and nose of the baby, was it breathing?
Yes.
Okay. So did your intentional actions cause the death of the baby?
Yes.
See how the question answer format just kind of helps out in the end for a complete account. So did you know what you were doing would cause the death or cause the baby to die?
Yes. I mean, I don't know how else to answer that. No.
Yeah. It's the truth. Like I said, these are all just writing down the truth. It's a factual. All this is a factual account of what you remember from that time.
Right.
It could make someone look great. It could make someone look like shit. But the truth is the truth. So where was the towel when you set it on fire?
Under baby? By baby?
Under baby? Or under or by baby?
Yes. I'm not really sure. Near the baby.
I think I just have one last question, unless you have any. I'm good. Here. So my last question is, why did you set the towel on fire while it was on the baby?
To get rid of DNA or fingerprints or.
To get rid of DNA or fingerprints?
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I'm saying fingerprints because we're talking DNA today. I didn't.
Game changer, right? Right? Wild. All right.
I didn't even know if there would be any on the towel. I don't.
Yeah, no. Usually you don't get the fingerprints off towels. It's not like CSI. Except now with the DNA, that gets everywhere.
But I don't watch any of that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't.
So moving forward, right? I know you asked, am I getting arrested? You are not being arrested today. Okay. What I can tell you is this is an investigation, right? There's a lot of moving parts to it. And part of that is we might have to talk to you again at some point. Okay. So don't be surprised. I would try and not just pop up at your house randomly because, I don't know who you have there.
My kids. Yeah. Or my son and his girlfriend.
Right. So I ideally probably wouldn't do that. Okay, it'd probably be a coordinated thing where I'd call you and say, hey, Carrie, I want to link up with you. But if it's something like real urgent, we might go to the house. We try and use as much discretion as possible, not to blow you up.
Right.
We've talked to people about all kinds of stuff of very sensitive natures, and
right.
It is what it is. We're not trying to put anyone on blast or anything like that, right? So expect that. That is a possibility, right? It's not the sense of like we're gonna go screaming from the rooftops. Carrie Mazuka did, this thing in 1997. This is all about the truth.
So it's not gonna be on the news like tomorrow, so I have to warn my parents?
No, it's not gonna be on the news, right? Now moving forward, is it possible that you could be arrested at some point? Maybe. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's people want answers. I showed you. I mean, do you remember watching the news around that time?
I didn't watch the news around that time.
It was a big deal.
Because I didn't
want to see. Yeah. Well, I will tell you that it was a rather big deal and a lot of people paid attention to it, right? Does that mean you're a bad person? No. And people make mistakes all the time, right?
Carrie Mazuka pleaded guilty to first-degree manslaughter and tampering with physical evidence. She was sentenced to 25 years, the maximum the court could give her. The judge called it a tragedy beyond measure. She will be eligible for parole in 2046, at 74 years old. In that room, she said she had blocked it out, that she had put up a wall, that she had not thought about it in years. She was interviewed on September 6th, 27 years to the day. She did not know the date until the detective told her. The boy she left in that flower bed had no name, so the city gave him one. More than 100 people came to bury a child none of them had ever met. His marker reads, Moses Washington, citizen of Albany, child of God. He was buried beside another abandoned newborn, a girl left in a box in 1923. Nobody ever found out who her mother was. After 27 years, his story is the one that got an answer. Our thoughts are with everyone who spent nearly 3 decades asking for it.